Anderson, Turner up front. Brogdon out there at White. And it's Warren in at the 3 slot. Greg, for those teams who have overachieved in the regular season, as the playoffs are coming up, how do they ensure their success continues into the postseason?
Well, Kevin, the skeptics are still going to be out there. You just got to understand the playoffs are a different animal. You've got to be resilient and adaptable when the adversity hits, because it's going to come. And the belief system is so paramount to success of teams, especially underdog teams in the postseason. Do they have the confidence to get the job done?
The shot's good from Tiny.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
Now here's White. He's coming off a 10-point game against Philadelphia. Pass to Warren. Just 3 to shoot. Oh, through the floor. Folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on. And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
He dialed that one up from long distance. Tiny's got a couple of threes now in the first for Orlando. And now just over a minute played here in the first. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Earlier, I spoke with the Pacers head coach. There are numerous problems that Trae Young presents, but coach is focused on Young's shooting. After watching the tape, coach said he'll instruct his defenders to pick up Young as soon as he crosses half court. He emphasized that's not hyperbole. You can't say they don't respect his range. Kevin?
All right, thank you, David. And here's White following the 3 from Tiny. White with it. Now guarded by Tiny. Warren out to White. Shot clock at 5. Left side, Warren. And good that time.
Well, this guy loves to take advantage of mid-range shots. T.J. Warren in his comfort zone there.
Here's Tiny. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. Young's got 3 assists tonight.
Boy, they came ready to play. That's 4 straight buckets to start the game.
Brogdon against Young. Goes up on the wing. And he overshot that one, missing.
I think this is a spot he has got to become more consistent from. If you want to command the defender's respect. Well, Mo Bamba, no doubt.
And the Pacers with possession here. 8-point game. Their last meeting was in Orlando, where they were unable to fight off the match.
Well, if they want to avoid the outcome of that first meeting, they'll need to be stronger on the glass. They were completely outmatched in the last.
Well, you have to believe the coaching staff made that a point of emphasis. Better aggressiveness, better intensity on the backboards.
Now Brogdon after the missed 3 from Tiny. Now Brogdon. It's White on the wing. That's tipped. And so it looks like the Pacers will retain possession here. And now another look at that mobile one-block defensive performance.
And early in a game, these sorts of plays really can set the tone.
Shot clock at 6. Warren kicks to White for the 3.
Well, the offense is sputtering a bit here, starting to fall behind.
His fourth shot, his fourth miss. Still looking for his touch tonight.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
The finish in transition, nice and easy.
Pass to Warren. And it's sent back by Isaac.
You can see the long wingspan of Jonathan Isaac coming into play, twice on the pipes.
And the dunk by Bamba.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
Well, you set the tempo early, and when you get command and control of a game, it's perfect.
Now, here's Warren. They look to him for part of their offensive attack. Right now, averages nearly 12 points a game.
Well, this is one aspect you'd like to see more of from T.J. Warren. We know he's a great scorer, pretty dime there.
And one thing I like about Brogdon is his size. A huge 6'10" wingspan for a guard gives him an advantage in matchups, lets him finish over smaller defenders as well.
Timeout called the Pacers. And great with Brogdon and his size, it allows flexibility on defense as well.
Yeah, I mean, it makes switching on the pick and roll easier with him at the top. There isn't a lot of flash to how Brogdon plays on the floor, but you can't deny how impactful he is in all facets.
So an entirely new group in now for Indiana. Goga Bitadze's checked in for Turner. Rashawn Holmes comes in for Domantas Sabonis. Lamb is checked in for T.J. Warren. And Grayson Allen subbed in for White. Now, here's Brogdon. 17 points for him last game against Philadelphia.
And don't forget the sensational plays he made out there. He saw the court so well, firing perfect passes to teammates for wide open shots. Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm.
For Indiana, they have hit all four of their chances so far in this one. Sabonis and Turner up front. White is out there with Allen, and it's Warren in at the small forward. So that's the group out there for Indiana.
It seems to me, guys, that T.J. Warren every year adds one more dimension to his game. We know this. This guy can play on the offensive end.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Alden.
Thanks, Kevin. Tiny in the last game against the Cavaliers lit up the floor. He added 37 points and got there the usual way. An impressive barrage of three-pointers. When you look at the stat sheet, he was mind-blowing. Hard to imagine he can follow it up tonight with that same level of production. Kevin, we'll see.
Thanks for the report, D.A. Great, phenomenal effort by him in that last game.
He willed the team to victory through his talent and through that competitiveness.
Let's give credit to his teammates for continuing to find this guy. They knew he had the hot hand, and they were willing to ride it all night long.
Greg, when you played for the Knicks, I always heard that Charles Oakley would cook for the players. Is that true?
Absolutely. Oak was very particular about his food. And I got to tell you, he knows his way around the kitchen. And to be honest, I would never tell him otherwise.
Well, what was his special?
Whatever he made, it was special. It wouldn't matter. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Allen surveying the D. And Bamba pulls it down. For the Orlando Magic, they come in off a good outing against Cleveland.
Sometimes a player is born with a passer's mindset. He deals it with conviction.
Pacers trail by 16. Pass to Warren. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played.
Well, this is one of Bamba's big-time strengths. Send it back, Mo.
Reddish kicks to Young. The pass to Tyler. And he jams it with authority.
It's impressive, the level of domination at both ends. and you're seeing the results.
You know this. It's not easy building a lead on the road, but this team has been lights out throughout the game.
Here's Allen. No good, unable to end this run.
You know, he might want to think about deferring for a while. He's had his chances this quarter, but just not able to convert. Getting it done on both ends, and it shows up in the score.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over.
And no doubt, Coach wants them to shore up their interior defense.
I think right now they're giving up way too many easy looks. That is a recipe for disaster.
The Pacers making a switch here. Lamb's checked in. Warren on the wing. Indiana moving it around. Outside, Lamb. Sabonis kicks to Lamb. Lamb missing again.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
And I think you can start to feel their frustration mounting. With every missed bucket, it becomes more and more desperate.
White the pass to Lamb. .114 left now here in the second. And it's sent back by Isaac. And here we go with the Magic fast break. Young with no one around. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
Oh, great ball movement there.
And here's White. He'll bring it up for Indiana. Outside, Sabonis. Back to White. There's 47 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Clock at 6. Indiana needs to get a shot off. Lamb missing again.
I think he's got to settle down, because right now it feels like he's rushing, like he's forcing some shots. This quarter he has been completely bothered.
Derek Favors checked in for the Magic. Robert Covington comes in for Isaac. 29 seconds left to play here in the half. And he lobs it up toward the rim.
It feels like Malcolm Brogdon, with every repetition, turns that passing from excellent to elite.
Here's Tiny. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. That's now 32 points for Tiny.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
Brogdon with it. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Well, it takes a certain level of composure and willingness to absorb contact on the interior. Step up there, Mr. Brogdon.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And so it's the Orlando Magic in complete command. They're leading. What can you say? Tiny, an impressive effort here today.
Oof. That first half looked like a dunk contest mixtape. Was just destroying the rim.
This guy plays fast, he's aggressive, and if you let him get to the cup, there is nothing that you can do about it.
On the court for Orlando, the lengthy bigs inside, Isaac and Bamba. Tiny out there with Trae Young. And it's Reddish in at the 3 spot.
And that's the advantage of having a lead guard who can both pass and shoot. Young draws attention, then takes advantage of a poor rotation defensively.
Brogdon the pass to White. They get it back. Sabonis trying to get open. Nails the baby hook. Turner's got his first points in this one.
Boy, his hard work on the offensive glass, earning an additional opportunity.
That one from long range. 40 points for Tiny.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
White the pass to Turner. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Hey, Greg, you play with some big personalities. Talk about the best way to manage egos and conflicts in the locker room. That's a very interesting topic.
No doubt about it. You know, Kev, first thing you learn from middle school on, your team is your family. And let's face it, all families have spats, and so do teams. You just learn to never personalize those things. Never leave any stone unturned. Like, don't let things fester. When there are issues, you address them. And if you're not taking things personally, you tend to be able to work through whatever issues you may come in front of.
Good advice. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. Knocks down the three ball.
And he got loose from the three-point range in the first half and showing signs here that he's still got the flow in the second.
Brogdon the pass to Warren. Brogdon looking it over. Back to Warren. Five on the clock. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Greg, you know, we're seeing players take control of their free agent destiny. Do players get a bad rap for that? Orlando's gone 3 of 7 from three-point range here in quarter number 3. Connects again from distance. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
The Pacers have gone 4 of 9 from the floor so far in the third. Brogdon kicks to Lamb. Here's White. And once again off the mark by Indiana.
Just can't find a shot. It's no wonder they're losing. I mean, he's been completely scoreless all night.
No good from Tiny. And here's White. He'll bring it up for the Indiana Pacers. Looking ahead to their next game, playing at New Orleans, they'll match up against the Pelicans. And that'll be the first of a 2-game road trip for him.
Well, seized up just a little bit at the last second. That's when he normally converts.
Here's Covington. And the rejection by Holmes. And that one's good by Favors. Indiana's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Outside, Lamb. Outside, White. Wide open. Rebounded by Covington.
I'll tell you, this has not been his game, and he's making it worse with shot selection like that.
Fultz. Nice work on the boards, paying off with the basket. Fultz has got 9 points here in the second half. Brogdon the pass to Lamb. Back to Brogdon. To the inside. It's tipped and stolen by Favors. And here we go with the Magic fast break. They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
Shooting one.
Boy, Markelle Fultz in the open floor, capitalizing on the defense's mistake. Nicely done.
Reddish, he's checked in for Hampton. That free throw good from Fultz.
And Doris, one thing that's never been an issue for Fultz, that handle. Great at navigating in traffic for himself or creating opportunities for his teammates.
Right, Markelle is so adept at using change of pace, change of direction. It's a little bit of a herky-jerky motion. He'll lull you to sleep and then out of nowhere cross you over. This guy is fun to watch.
And no doubt about it, in order for them to be successful, he has got to be a catalyst when it comes to scoring.
Trae Young, he's checked in for Fultz. And Indiana shooting 27%. The offense is just embarrassing themselves. Passes it to Brissett. Turner looking around. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Brissett. They could use a bucket. And it's White missing.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
The Magic have made the most out of their opportunities at the line. They have yet to miss in 7 attempts.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Both free throws good from Tiny.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Pass to Sabonis.
focus of Covington on the defensive end. Long, athletic, dialed into his opponent. So good at contesting shots.
And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his speed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. We've got Miles Turner. Curry is out there with E'Twaun Moore. Then there's Allen. And it's Brissett in at the power forwards position. So that's the group out there for Indiana. Young against Moore. Outside Turner. And it's Tiny with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. And the league taking steps to discourage teams, Greg, from tossing away seasons in search of high draft picks. Has enough been done, you think, in that regard?
We'll see. I tell you, the idea of a play-in
that's
tournament
a tough one, isn't it?
For the last few playoff spots, I think that's a good idea, actually. It might keep more teams in the hunt down the stretch. And I think the onus also, if the fans put enough pressure on their teams to try to develop what they have and not always put it on the future, I think that's going to help. But I think you're going to always have a little bit of that moving forward.
About a minute played here in the fourth quarter. Here's Allen, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Allen.
Listen, turnovers happen. You've got to move on to the next play.
And for the Magic, they're shooting fantastically in this game, 62% from the floor. Covington passes to Tiny, and he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
We know this about Robert Covington. He is a team man first and foremost. Pretty pass.
Curry on the wing, defended by Young. And Covington sends it back. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play. Orlando making some changes. Mohamed Bamba comes in for Robert Covington. And Anthony subbed in for Trae Young. And that one misses. Greg, your son's been drafted. You were drafted in the NBA. As you look back on the process that you went through and your son Cole has gone through, what are some of the flags? What are some of the things that stand out to you?
First and foremost, boy, how time flies. I mean, it wasn't that long ago, at least it feels like, that they were calling my name on draft night. But
91, right?
Yeah.
91.
You know, every stage of life, though, has its joys. And listen, to play the game I love and now see him playing it at this level, it's truly a blessing. And in his case, he probably loves it even more. You know, he didn't grow up the way I did. He grew up just with a true love and passion for the game. So it's humbling and obviously something that I take great pride in.
You were taken out of UNLV 1991, number 12 overall. Remember it like it was yesterday.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
For Indiana, they've gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the fourth. A lot of misses, just the one make. And he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
I'll tell you, right now, these guys cannot be stopped.
Boy, it looks like their confidence is at an all-time high, just feeding off each other right now.
Anthony against Curry. Moore with the bucket. Moore's got his first basket.
When you think of Seth Curry, you're thinking shooting, but there, what a pretty pass to find the open man. Well, nice job crashing the glass. You'd love to see that kind of effort.
And so Curry will bring it up for the Indiana Pacers. Moore with the bucket. Moore's got 5 points in the quarter.
I'll tell you, you are playing with fire anytime you leave this guy open, and they just got burned.
They get the rebound. Bamba uses the glass to finish the layup.
Well, excellent pursuit of the basketball by Mo Bamba. Love his effort there.
Now here's Moore. Not a lot of room. Outside Curry. Allen outside. And that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel.
And you could see what he wanted to do there, but that was a tough giveaway.
And I think the intention doesn't always equal the result. Wrong play, wrong time.
Jeremy Lamb's checked in for Allen. And a switcher also for Orlando. Hampton's checked in for Anthony. Outside Curry. Up and in on the layup.
I think he's adding more toughness to his game, and it's great to see Seth Curry stick with it and finish strong.
No good from Tiny. Stolen away. The pass to Bamba. Here's Hampton. Launches a three. Buries the long-range jumper. Hampton's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Heavy incoming from beyond the arc, a key part of their initiative this entire fourth quarter.
It feels like they have worked their perimeter game to perfection, swinging the ball, cashing in from the outside. What a performance.
6 to shoot. Rob.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for Orlando.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And I think, guys, another bucket. Wow!
He is simply unconscious here tonight. Nobody can stop him right now.
GA, the points keep coming, and he's climbing up that scoring ladder. 3rd on the list, well in sight.
And Wilt Chamberlain holds both the 1st and 3rd place scoring marks. First, of course, for 100 points, and 3rd place all time with 78. Anytime Wilt's name comes up, you are making history.
Good work there as it goes.
You have to appreciate the doggedness and intensity on the glass. Wow.
Here's Tiny. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
Yeah, playing with great energy and great effort. And as a coach, you'd love to see this from your team every single night.
No one covering.
Well, this is what they needed earlier on. At some point, it's too little, too late.
Yeah, but then again, this run came against a team that may have felt it had already won, and you get the sense it let its guard down.
Lets it go with a 3. Offensive rebound. Passes it to Hampton.
Oh, hit that.
Moore with the steal. And so it's Orlando taking this one by a big margin. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for some